Hello everybody, Bets Golden here with the Rinea Foiled Paper today. I am going to be creating a fun Mickey Minnie Mouse card using the magical variety pack. I'm going to use the artistic pack, which has 12 sheets that are 4x6, perfect for card makers. There also is the crafters pack that is 12 sheets and it is 6x12 inches. Both of these can be found on their website. I have the links listed down below. So let me set this one aside and let's get started on this one. Like I said, this is 12 sheets by 4x6, and the golds in this are gold, ebony, and ruby, and it comes in the starburst as well as the glossy finish. So this is the gold with the starburst right here. You get 2 sheets of that, and you get 2 sheets of the ebony with the starburst. I don't know if you can see the little stars. You get 2 sheets of ruby with the starburst, and then you get 2 each of the glossy. Okay, so for this project, I'm going to be using the, let's see here, the gold starburst, and then the black and the red glossy. I'll set these aside for another time. And I'm just going to show you some tips when making cards with Rinea Foiled Paper. Sometimes people struggle because they think they have to do the whole card with the foil paper, and I actually like to mix it up and use a basic cardstock as well as the foil paper. What that does is it just it doesn't get overwhelming, and I don't even use glitter with this. I let the foiled paper and the elements that I create with it take center stage. So this actually is an adhesive back cardstock, and so I'm going to apply this as my card base. The size on this is a little over 4 1/4 by 6. So I'm going to need to trim down my next sheet. So I'm going to be applying the gold over this, and I just want to trim it down from 1/2 inch. So we're going to cut this one down to 5 1/2. And I'm using black as my card because I thought it paired really well with this type of theme. And I have a black envelope as well. Okay, that looks about right. And then I'm going to take the red again, and I'm actually going to trim this down 1/2 inch. Perfect. Okay, so I am going to adhere my starburst. And then I'm going to take my embossing, my Cuttlebug, and I'm going to emboss my black, and then that's going to go on over here, and then we're going to work on the next thing. But I like to work on my card open like this because sometimes when you close it, there's a spring on it. It kind of has like a spring in its step, so to speak, and you won't get your alignment perfect. So it's always better to do it open. So for this, I'm just going to take my Cuttlebug, and I am using, I thought that these circles would be fun. I am just using one of the Cuttlebug embossing folders that you can find on sale usually at your craft store. They'll do, you know, sales periodically. So you need the A and the B plate. And then this is just going to go right on in here, like so. You always, when you're embossing, you always want to see the Cuttlebug, like the writing on the top. So this needs to be facing me. If I do it the other way, it might emboss it backwards. And for some patterns, that's not really a big deal. I actually have my machine down wrong. Should be like that. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and push it on through. And let's see. Oh, so cute. So there's some texture on this. From here, I'm going to actually apply a light layering of ghost ink just to remove some of that ink and really make this pop. This is a special ink. It only works with the foil paper, and it actually removes the color off of the foil. So instead of adding a pigment on, it's going to take the color off, and it only works on this paper. Like, this wouldn't work on cardstock or anything like that. It was specifically designed and created for our foiled paper. Then I'm just taking a wet wipe. You can use a paper towel. I'm going to set it though first a little bit with a heat gun. Take much, and then I'm just going to remove that color. And it's coming off on my baby wipe. Okay, so as you can see, it got a little bit lighter. I'm going to add a little bit more. I always like to go a little bit on the lighter side at first, and then come back through, and then come on through and do it again until I get the desired effect. Depending on what part of the world you are in, or country you are in, will depend a lot on how long you have to let that heat hit the foil paper. I live in a rather dry environment, so for me, it's about 4 to 8 seconds. But if I were to be, down in the South, in Mississippi, something like that, it could be as much as 25 to 30 seconds. But I don't want to keep my heat gun in the same location on my foiled paper because it will cause it to bubble a bit, and that's not the effect that I'm going for right now. Okay, so I am happy with that. I could apply another layer, but I think that looks pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card as well. All right, so now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some ears. And I am going to use the ebony to make my ears. And I have the circle cutter that I've had for, I don't know, forever. It's like something I don't even know if you can get anymore. It's so old. And I'm just going to cut 3 circles out of this. I'm going to do a half. And you know what? Let's see. I might have to go with a bigger half circle on this. We'll see. Too big, but if I needed to get bigger, I could. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the ears to the back of this. Good. Now the beauty of this is you can really, the reason why I decided to make the ears out of the ebony foil paper is because I knew I would have to adjust it to get it right. And on cardstock, when you wrinkle, you can't always fix that. Like, it won't lay flat. On this one, it's easy to maneuver it. It holds its shape, and now it's good to go. So I was thinking also about doing a little red bow on this and making her a girl. A little mini. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out 2 strips from this. once I get it on the, or poof the little bow up, once I get it on the card. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay. I love it. It's so cute. I'm glad they came out with this pack because I have a Disneyland trip that we're doing and I'm going to need to definitely I'm going to have pictures and I'm going to want to use this in the pictures. Okay. And then I need to take a little bit of the center on this. I'll just use some scissors. Okay. Then I need to trim a little bit of this off, and I'm just playing with it as I go, you know? That for me is a lot of fun. And I find the foil paper really forgiving. So, you know, I have that option to play with it as I go. And then when I put it down, I can go ahead and just, you know, get those little edges poofed up. Like that. Isn't that cute? What a cute little bow, right? For her hair. It's our Minnie Mouse bow. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the tail on this worked out. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. That down. And remove my ookies from my glass mat. And this is going to go on top of her head like so. I'm not going to put this onto the Mickey Mouse head until I assemble my card. But basically, that's what it's going to look like. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so from here I need to get this placed. And so I'm going to, since there's so many circles going on with this, you know, with the ears and things like that, I want to do it in a box. I am going to do it a little high because I do have a sentiment that I want to put down there. Foam stickers to do Miss You, and I think I'm going to put that onto some gold glossies. Gold, excuse me, not, do I want gold glossy? Yeah, I think I'm going to do it on gold glossy. And there we go. So that is a cute little Minnie Mouse card. You guys, as I stated before, this was the Magical Variety Pack, and you can find the link to the shop down below, as well as the direct link to this pack. Please make sure that you check out the Rinea website and hit their blog, because there are some fantastic ideas on different kinds of projects that you can make with it, with the paper. So much inspiration over there. I'm always blown away when I see what the design team comes up with. Okay guys, until next time, happy crafting!